and unpredictable. When you mentioned big, it's the biggest. The NASCAR races at 2.66 miles.
16 miles longer than Daytona, Rick.
How about fast? Track record speed, 188.354 miles per hour.
Roller coaster on 149, Rick.
What about qualifying record? 212 miles an hour by Bill Elliott.
This fresh train's only 150 mile an hour, Rick.
And 10 first-time winners. You're pretty good. You're pretty good at the novelty numbers that you've been giving me.
You know why? You know why? Because that's a driver right there. Hey, you know what we need to do? We're going to change our right front shock. I think it's a spring. Well, maybe we should make a qualifying run. We need to stay in race trim. They always have an opinion, just a little something to add.
Yeah. Well, I was appreciative of the ads.
A little cynical, too.
This right here.
How about this? Seeing Chase Elliott out there by himself.
Well, he's gotten some laps, right? I mean, he is running a lot of laps.
Yeah, 21 so far. The only one with more in this session has been 29 by Matt Kenseth.
Rick, this looks like it could be a qualifying run for the 24. Chase Elliott is out there by himself, ran high on the first lap. That should be the green flag right there, yeah. About 53 seconds, so I think that's the speed for leaving pit road. So now it's one lap qualifying, so they go right to the bottom, and it's only one time lap. And this 24 car, in this format, this one lap qualifying multiple rounds, has been unreal. All the way back to Jeff Gordon, when he sat in this car, they sat on a bunch of poles. Alan Gustafson has really found the success with this qualifying. I know qualifying doesn't guarantee any sort of success here at Talladega, but the best way to avoid the crash, start up front, stay up front.
If your team, like this team, that needs to win the race, I mean, qualifying, I think, does matter, because you can set the pace, you can learn how to block. That's what you're going to do. If you get the lead, you're going to block all day long and try to never lose that track position.
And we saw cars earlier, they had run some qualifying runs. I saw, personally, some mid-50-second laps. That one there by Chase Elliott is a 50-50. Remember, this car has sat on 5 of the last 6 restricted plate poles. So you have to look at this as perhaps a favorite tomorrow when it comes to qualifying.
You know, I thought was interesting, coming off of turn 2, the RPMs go down to about 8,100, or they did. He's going into the wind. So he's going into the wind, he's got a headwind. They go down to low 8,100. He goes through 3 and 4, and when he goes down the front stretch, it'll go up to almost 8,400 with the wind behind it.
Rick, you're very observant. That is, I mean, honestly, that is, when you're a driver, that's really the only cue that you have to look at to see if you're having a good lap or not. And you can learn a lot by really paying attention to the attack, where it maxes out, how many RPMs you lose in the corner. Makes a great deal of difference on how fast your car is, and it is amazing. You know, we talk about the wind every week. We talked about it last week in Kansas. A car that weighs over 3,000 pounds, you just wouldn't think the wind would make that much difference, but it does. Has a huge impact. See right here, Chase Elliott's working on pit road. We'll blast out of here, I have a feeling. Waiting for the car to clear it. There it goes. You're just making sure that the car leaves clean, that the tachometer runs smooth and clean, so when he's trying to get his pit road speed, the tach's not moving around. All these little things matter. Make sure you don't get caught speeding on pit road. Make sure you understand how your tach works. Make sure the car won't stall, and that's harder here than in most races.
Well, and now the blend line. At Daytona, he's allowed to go up on the apron, put his left side tires on the yellow line. Here at Talladega, he must stay on the apron, on the flat. So you see, look, 157 miles an hour on the flat, on the apron. But that's what you have to do, because green flag pit stops are going to be important, and every second matters when it comes to the big pack and reblending on the racetrack. So that's a perfect example of rookie driver practicing every aspect.
And green flag pit stops, keep an eye out.
Oh, yes.
How many races do we see cars coming on pit road together and a wreck happen getting on the pit road?
That's where Mike Massaro shines, when those cars come down to pit road. Let's go there now.
Well, I appreciate that, Rick. You know what? The 19 crew is the crew that is shining in this practice session as they were in the first practice session. I say that because they have been extremely busy, haven't taken a break, chasing a mystery vibration on this 19 car. They haven't been able to find it just yet. They've changed so many things, but they still have not gotten the vibration out of the race car. This is what Carl said 2 runs ago.
I'm still getting a little bit of it at 74 to 78, and then it's moving back out. I get nothing in the pedal. Right before, you know, one point I could leave my foot on the pedal. And I just get a little bit, but see, I get it smoother and smoother as I get up past 82, 50 to 83.
So they've changed rear gear, transmission, and now the focus seems to be on the chassis itself, guys, but still they have not figured it out.
Difficult for the 19 team. Carl Edwards yet to win on a restrictor plate track, although he does have a 24-point advantage over the cut line. He's 0 for 48. Wants to change that statistic this weekend.